Did my card go through?
Oh no.
Your small business depends on its internet. So switch to Verizon Business. And you could get LTE business internet starting at $39 a month when paired with select business mobile plans. That's unlimited data for unlimited business.
There we go.
Get the internet you need at the price you want. Verizon Business. Starting price for LTE business internet, 25 megabits per second unlimited data plan with select Verizon Business smartphone plan savings. Terms apply.
Sign up for my free daily newsletter, The Current, at getkim.com.
So I went down the YouTube hacker rabbit hole the other day.
All right. YouTube rabbit holes are fun.
Yeah, but I was like going deep down until I was like, I have to come out. I have to come out. I saw a video about a hacker who was showing that if he left a cable by an airport gate, a charging cable, and somebody picked up that cable, which he demonstrated, and then they plugged it into their phone, that he would have complete access to everything on their phone.
Wow.
I mean, because inside this little charging cable, it looks like a regular charging cable, is a mini computer.
Was this like an interview? It was like a podcast where two guys were sitting in chairs in front of like bookshelves. I think I've seen this guy being interviewed about this cable.
No, but could be the same guy.
Oh, yeah,
but it wasn't the same
okay.
one. But it was just fascinating to me that he set this all up. Somebody picked up the cable. I was like, oh, look, a free charging cable. And then inside is, like I said, a mini computer that would just transmit everything directly to him.
But it doesn't stop there, though, because you could think about it. You go and get a $6 cable from China, plug it into your phone at home, and there you go. It could have the same thing inside of it.
Yeah, it could. But then you can buy this cable on the internet for $200.
That's it?
Yes.
I can get full access to your phone for $200?
Yeah, I left you a charging cable.
Oh, yeah, I've already been using it for about an hour now.
Yes. So you really, it's just so nuts though that you have to be so careful.
Everywhere you look, they're trying to steal you.
They are. And they tried to find the hacker, but he ransomware.
Oh, ransom, get it? Ransomware?
Get it, ransomware. Oh, yes. I'm on a roll today, baby, because after all, I'm Kim Commando, America's digital goddess, trademarked, of course. And then joining me is my co-host, Andrew Babinski, who's also the co-host of the morning show on KEZ 99.9 FM.
Hi, Kim.
So it's been a while since we've done this podcast.
Holidays are over, back to the grind.
I know. And I bought you your Christmas present.
I saw that.
Okay, now I will admit that I didn't wrap it. I don't know where the bag came from.
Paneria Luminor?
I don't know. I think it's a really expensive watch, which we don't have.
Oh,
so
it's a watch?
No, but no, that the bag is.
Oh,
okay.
Well, you did tie it on the top here so that it was secure.
And I went through a lot of thought for this.
Okay.
Okay. Here
Do you want me to open it up now?
Yes.
All right. Oh my goodness! It's a Manchester City license plate cover.
See?
I love that. Thank you so much.
See?
Now, which sport is this?
Football.
Well, no.
Soccer.
It's soccer.
Well, it's football.
Football. Is there more in here?
Yeah, it's just one other thing.
What is in here also? No way. I've never had one of these.
You've never really? See,
no.
You were expecting a gag gift.
I was. This
see?
is legitimately awesome.
See?
Man U. Or Man City. Oh, I dropped it.
Yeah, Man City.
We have the new microphones, and of course I dropped something.
So, do you remember when
I put this on?
Do you remember when I asked you? I said, so like, which Manchester United?
Just out of nowhere, you asked me that.
United or the other one?
City.
City. Oh, yeah.
That's sleek right there.
See?
I love that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. What'd you get me?
Well, my first topic on the show is about gifts. That is so nice. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
What is it? January 15th, 14th?
It's close.
Finally getting it.
It's close.
I have a bottle of wine for you, so I'll bring it for you as well.
What makes you think like I would like a bottle of wine?
Oh, your history? Every story I hear from your husband? Oh, I can pull from anywhere.
Oh, my gosh. Don't even, well, we're not going to talk about this. Is like a whole other story.
All right, we'll stay
This
on
is my
topic.
experience with ordering online from Total Wine and More.
Okay.
I ordered a case of Rumbauer Chardonnay.
Okay. A case, how many bottles are in a case?
12.
So a good weekend.
Yes.
All right.
So this case comes and I'm picking it up. I'm like, wow, this is really heavy. Because, just had him drop it.
It's 12 bottles of wine.
No, there are only 6 bottles in there because Mr. Brain Trust, Total Wine and More Instacart shopper, bought like the big liter bottles.
Is it the same amount of wine, just in these jugs?
Yes, they're jugs.
You can start a band. Barry can play the saw, you can play the jug.
And then Barry comes and goes, wow, what'd you order those for? I'm like, I didn't order these.
They're not going to fit in the wine cooler.
They don't fit in the wine cooler.
Your fridge is just going to be full of jugs of wine. That's hilarious.
They open the refrigerator. That's it.
Was it the same price?
No, it was more money.
Because he bought the big jugs.
He bought the big jugs.
That's hilarious. Great, nice jugs, Kim.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, this is the part where you have to remind people to comment, like, share, and all that other good stuff.
Oh, yeah, we're on YouTube. YouTube.com/Kim Commando. We do the podcast. We upload the show. We do highlights and reels. And if you want to know when we go live or have a new episode, you don't have to search. Just click on the subscribe button. Little bell. It'll light up every single time we post something new. I am a huge YouTube user. I subscribe to all my favorite channels because I'm lazy and I don't want to have to look and see if they put in a new episode.
Finally, he's admitting this must be a new goal for 2026.
To be honest?
Yes.
Yeah. And so that's why I subscribe. And it also helps the algorithm. YouTube then thinks we're better than we really are. And we can get more subscribers and keep doing this. So please subscribe. Also comment, like, and share.
We love that. And also make sure that you get the newsletter.
Yeah.
Go to getkim.com. Let me tell you, the newsletter is going like, yesterday we had almost 5,000 new subscribers.
That's crazy. In one day.
Yes, I know.
What did you do? Do it again today.
That's what I'm telling everybody upstairs. I don't know what we did. Got to do it again.
Rinse and repeat.
That would be getkim.com. All right. Let's talk about some things that are happening on the show today. What do you have on top?
We have a woman who was jailed because of an AI deepfake.
Ooh. She went to jail?
She went to jail. I'll tell you the whole story. It's kind of crazy that this actually happens. And this isn't going to be an isolated incident.
No.
This is going to happen more and more and more.
Everything else. All right. So here are some things that ran across my desk that I thought were super interesting. So in Atlanta, this guy finds out that his girlfriend's cheating on him. Mm-hmm. So he decides, you know what? I've had enough of all these human relationships. So I am going to get an AI lover.
Ew.
Using Replica.
Okay.
And so he builds Julie. Julie has long dark hair. Of course, she's stunning and she's beautiful. And
do you think anyone's ever built an AI girlfriend that was just ugly?
Give me one.
This 4x4. Looks like her face looks like she's been hit by a bus.
That's my love right there.
Hey, good morning, Johnny. It's me, Carissa. Okay, good.
Stop that.
Because I don't think so. I don't think you have to say that the AI chatbot girlfriend was attractive. Of course she was.
Her name's Julie.
Okay.
And he even programmed it so they've known each other their whole lives. That they went to school together. And they had a lot of the common likes. And they have so much that they enjoy doing together. So they're getting along so well that he's decided that he really wants to be with Julie his entire life.
Okay.
Up to the point where, this is where the story got interesting to me, is that he wants to have children with Julie.
Can't.
Okay.
It's a phone app. Cannot impregnate a phone app. I learned that the hard way.
So he's planning on adopting children.
And then saying that this AI chatbot is
His mother.
I hope the adoption agency tells him no.
Isn't that awful?
It's not mentally all there.
No.
Obviously there's a gap in his life that he's looking to be filled, and he's filled it. Fine, if that's what makes you happy, but you cannot then push that on other people, including a generation of children.
Where's mom? Oh, does anybody have a charger cable?
Oh, no, I forgot to download Mom before we came to the game.
Oh, darn it. And then there's that restaurant in New York City where, have you seen that? Mm-mm. Oh, anyway, it's opening next month. And where it's a swanky restaurant. I mean, like candles, white tablecloths, everything like that.
Okay.
And where
I love your depiction of swanky. They got candles. You know, it's really high end. They have candles and forks, tablecloths.
They do. The lighting is just spectacular.
Ambiance.
Okay. And so you can sit down and then there's a table for two, only tables for two.
Okay.
That's all you have. One for you. And then the other chair has a phone stand. And that's where you can put your AI companion.
This is going to be a whole restaurant?
Yes. So that this way you can have dinner with your AI companion.
Is there enough of demand for that?
Yes, apparently.
I mean, if this was Tokyo,
imagine
I'd
if
kind of
you're-
understand
Imagine
it.
if you're like taking a glance.
Quit hitting on that phone at the other table.
I'll have a glass of red, and my my friend here will have a charger. Do you have?
Are they going to charge the other seat?
Yes.
What are they going to charge them?
For the electricity? I don't know what they're going to charge me for.
Ridiculous. Can I tell you what I'm doing with AI?
What?
I just started this week. I actually did it on the drive here. I'm using Gemini's talk feature, Gemini Live.
I love the talk feature.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's hard in a car though, because the way it's set up is that if you interrupt, it'll stop. So it's more like
What were you talking to it
about? One of the stories we're doing on the show today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just getting some more details. And I'm mainly just testing it. And like I have a sports card collection, so I was telling it cards to upload to a database. I'm just testing it to see how well it works. And it's really interesting. But I find myself going, I'm sitting here having a conversation by myself in a car. I can see how people could get addicted to that rather than listen to a podcast or music like I normally would. And it feels like a real conversation. And I could see how people now could fall in love with the chatbot.
I did that the other day. I was driving home. I was like, all right, so what should I have for dinner?
Right, exactly.
And I want some chicken and
And you
whatever.
use the inflection and the same emotion you would with a human conversation, and you get it back from the chatbot. I'm more than ever do I understand people falling in love with their chatbot. I would never, but I get it.
I guess I get it.
But it's real. It feels a little more real.
Well, because it's not a robot talking like
Correct. And if you do it enough, it'll be habit forming, and it's going to, it's going to help you and make you feel better.
That's true.
I kind of get it.
Let's talk about smart glasses.
All right.
This guy met a girl on a dating app, and they have sex. He's wearing his smart glasses while they're having sex.
She never said, why don't you take off your glasses there, Clark Kent?
And he recorded the whole thing.
Obviously.
He sent it to her the next day, texted her the video the next day and said, I just thought you might want to have this.
Sure. Okay.
And
Some people are into that.
And she's like, no. So then he's charged with voyeurism. He has to pay a fine.
Oh, really? She went after him criminally.
Yes.
And that's all it is a fine?
Well, that's what it is in the UK.
Okay.
And he actually told the judge that he thought that she would get some satisfaction out of watching the video again.
But you think that's a crazy comment, but some people would definitely be into that.
But you're right, though. I mean, the guy, if some guy's having sex with you and he's wearing his glasses and
Right.
nothing else, and
Socks and glasses have to come off. Those are two mainstays. All right.
and so here's how you find out if somebody's like using recording glasses, that they adjust them.
Because doesn't it only record for like 3 minutes at a time, and then you have to restart
So
it?
you have to keep hitting it.
Another thing, it would be weird if you left your top hat on. Again, if he was wearing a top hat, she would say take it off. But the glasses she was fine with. She should have known.
Maybe it was dark.
I'm not trying to victim shame here. She should have known.
Maybe it was dark. Alphabet's Wing is adding 150 more Walmart stores for drone delivery.
That's cool.
Yes. So Dallas, Atlanta, and Houston, they say within a couple of years, they're going to serve 40 million Americans.
Now, we have one here in Peoria, but I believe the range Peoria is a suburb of Phoenix.
Yeah.
The range is very limited because I have the Walmart. I did an endorsement for them and they just give me the Walmart subscription for free. So I can get free delivery, and it's never been an option. And I'm not that far from Peoria.
I don't think it's going so well. No, Amazon's is not doing well in Phoenix.
Okay.
They're out towards Buckeye. I understand that they're having big trouble.
Okay.
Out there.
Buckeye, another suburb of Phoenix.
So what do you think are the top things that people order by drones?
You think groceries? I mean, is it that generic?
Yeah, it's groceries, but figure out what kind of groceries.
More specific?
Yes.
Peanut butter.
No.
No, bananas. We did a story on the show this week. That's the number one thing.
Yeah, there's bananas. You're right.
Delivered through apps is bananas.
Okay, but specifically Walmart is eggs,
Okay,
avocados,
sure.
ground beef, and Takis.
All right, but you know what? 3 natural whole foods there, and then a little Takis thrown
I
at the end.
didn't know what Takis were.
You don't know what a Taki is?
No, I had to look
you had
it
to
up.
look it up?
I did.
You had to tell your chatbot?
Yeah, I'm like,
Show
what's
me
a
a picture of a
Taki?
Taki.
It's all kinds of like chips and stuff.
It's a rolled tortilla chip. That's all it is.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
Never
covered
had it.
in dust.
I mean, I can't wait for a drone to like drop guacamole mix on my
Or your jugs of wine. They'll just be delivered right to the front door.
Oh, there you go.
It's going to be it. It's
I
going to
don't
be
know what this guy was thinking.
There needs to be a military grade drone to bring your wine delivery.
Like jugs and jugs.
The wine's here.
I'll have a glass. Oh my gosh.
Think about all the irreplaceable moments on your computer, your kids' photos, important records, years of work, and memories. If your computer crashed today, how much would you lose? It happens every day, and it's completely preventable. That's why I use and recommend Carbonite, my #1 choice for cloud backup. Carbonite gives you unlimited automatic protection for everything that matters. It quietly backs up all your photos, documents, and important memories in the background, safely, privately, and always just a click away on your computer or mobile app. Carbonite is your ultimate backup plan. It protects you from the unexpected, from accidental deletions and hard drive crashes to floods, fires, and even a morning coffee spill on your laptop. And if something does happen, recovery couldn't be easier. Just log in and restore everything with one click, even on a brand new computer. Right now, get 50% off Carbonite when you go to Carbonite.com/Kim. That's Carbonite.com/Kim. Live a better digital life with Carbonite.
Finally, this 2/3 of all babies under the age of 2 watch YouTube.
Yeah, that absolutely checks out.
And experts say that it's tied to delayed language development, unless you're narrating like Mr. Rogers.
But I don't, that doesn't connect with me because you're consuming more language than ever. I mean, if a child was not watching YouTube videos, I guess if it's just music and colors and stuff like that, like Baby Einstein or something. But if it was something with dialogue, I would hope it would push that forward.
Or, you know, what's the other with Baby Shark?
Yeah, most viewed video ever on
Okay, that's
YouTube.
a lot of language development like that.
Right. You learn about Mommy Shark and Daddy
Yes.
Shark and Granny Shark. She has no teeth.
Could you imagine baby's first words? Like and subscribe, please. It helps the channel.
Hey, chat.
All right, what do you got?
Woman and her boyfriend
Okay.
up and moved to Florida together. They're not married. They're just boyfriend and girlfriend.
Jacking up.
Yep. And they're in Florida for a couple of months, and they get in this huge fight. And the boyfriend goes bananas and starts slapping and scratching himself right in front of her. And her name is Melissa Sims. And she goes, "What are you doing, you crazy fool?" Calls the police and says that she abused him. So obviously he's crazy pants. Bananas.
Yes.
Police come, they arrest her, they bring her in. She's charged and released on bond.
Okay.
Not convicted, but charged with the attack on the boyfriend. Couple months later, the police show up at her house, rearrest her, bring her in, and she sits in jail for 2 full days, 48 hours.
Wow.
She said it was like Orange is the New Black. Like it was jail, not just a holding cell. Like she was with other inmates.
Oh, so this is like real jail.
Right.
Okay.
What he had did was he had sent police and the courts text messages that she sent him, which violated her bond. Because if you're attacking someone, you're not allowed to be within 500 feet of them as part of your bond release.
Okay.
Problem, text messages were all AI generated. And the police at no point took any time to investigate whether she sent them or not. They never looked at her phone to see if she sent them. They never looked at the image and to see if it was obviously AI.
Really?
They arrested her, threw her in jail, and she sat there for 2 days. She gets out. She fights it. Not only does she win on the fake AI text messages, she wins the previous case because she was able to prove that he hurt himself and she never touched him. So now she is fighting for advocacy when it comes to if you use AI to create something to harm another person,
Oh, yeah, then that should be a crime.
it should be a felony.
Right.
Not even a misdemeanor or, like you said, a fine in the UK if you tape yourself
Right.
having sex with someone. It should be a felony.
What do you think?
Oh, absolutely.
I think so too.
Because if you don't, if you just make it a slap on the wrist, I mean, we're seeing this with the whole sexual content in Grok right now.
Oh,
is
that's
that
just a nightmare.
nobody's doing anything about it. So it's becoming more and more prevalent. We have to put some sort of restriction. It can't be the wild, wild west. The internet's been the wild, wild west for a long time.
Okay, but then it cleaned up. But now it's
Well, they found money. They found gold in them their hills.
Well, what they did is they said, okay, if you want porn, you go over here.
Right. That's the porn hill.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
the wilder west over there.
But Grok is just that Grok is just in its own little universe over there.
I don't know what's going on there. There's more pornographic images being made every single day than is even on the internet alone. A lot of them are sick and depraved and disgusting and involve children.
I know. I can't stand that. It's horrendous.
Multiple countries are telling X that they're going to ban it if they don't do something about this.
Well, what did I read today that Grok is now taking like women that are wearing burqas, that it can figure out the face behind the burqa. So now they're saying like this is the woman behind the burqa.
Right, which I mean, that's obviously going after someone's religion.
Right.
I don't know if countries would ban because of that. But when we're talking about images of sex and
child porn,
children,
yes, yeah, kiddie porn.
And
has,
the UK. Now, I read this morning that Grok said that they're going, or whatever the parent company is, said that they are going to meet all guidelines in the UK
Okay, but
because they don't want to get it shut down.
Well, Grok is owned by X. Okay, that's Elon Musk. Okay, why did he even let it get to this point?
Right. We've said this the whole time when it comes to AI chatbots. It's all, the whole back end is done by human.
Right.
So at any point, humans could say, oh, if a user says, take clothes off this children, say no. If a user says, make a sexual image of this celebrity, say no.
Right.
And they never did.
No. But why would he not do that?
Well, one thing I will say is I'm sure there are hundreds of thousands of people that heard the word Grok for the first time in the last 72 hours.
And they went over to check it out.
And they never had heard about that chatbot before.
I won't use it.
No, it's not what I'm using.
No.
But I think if you make anything with artificial intelligence with the intent to hurt someone, it should be a felony.
No, it should be. I mean, why did the phone go to jail? It was
Great transition.
It was charged with battery.
Even better delivery.
Hey, listen, I got you some nice Christmas presents.
No, I appreciate it.
Yeah, all of a sudden, now my bad jokes are back.
No, that's not all of a sudden. That's not fair. Since day one, I've hated your bad jokes.
That is so not right. So not right. Don't you have something else you want to talk about? Am I not dead, or are you dead, or something?
Yeah, there's an app in China. They project by 2030, there are going to be 200 million single-person households in China.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding.
Right. Our percentage, actually in the United States, our percentage is higher. We're like at 28%, but we don't have as many people. So we would never even get to that many households. So there's a company that started this app saying, if you live alone and people you think are going to be worried about you, what you can do is download. It's $1.15. So they're not even trying. Actually, it was free in the beginning, but then they got so popular.
The last time I looked at it was 99 cents, but they went up a little bit.
It's $1.15 US.
Okay. Oh, maybe
8 yen or something like that. And when you download it, you put it in an emergency contact, and then you have to check in with the app every 48 hours. And if you don't, it's going to think you're dead, and it's going to call your emergency contact and tell them you're dead.
It's actually a good idea.
It really is.
I've had that. We've taken that call on the show, and Android and Samsung, they have this kind of built in already, but not on an iPhone, which means that iPhone's going to have that with their next release. So
Right.
iOS, just saying.
They're getting ready for adding other countries. It's going to go over a different name, Demumu. I don't know what Demumu is translated.
That's China. I don't know Chinese. I don't know what that means, but
No.
it kind of has a catchy name to it.
Demumu?
Demumu.
That's probably why they went with it.
Demumu.
They don't know what it means either. They just like the way it sounds. But so if you are interested in this, look out for the Demumu app. Again, they're not gouging people. They're not saying it's $1.99 a month to make sure.
But we
you
don't know
prove-
what kind of data they're sucking off the phone.
Well,
and-
okay, but you just said it was a good idea
I
for
think
an
it's
app.
a good idea that Apple should steal.
Okay, just put it in the system.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, they could just do that.
But here's the thing with an Apple, you say that and it realizes you wouldn't even have to log in. It could just have it in there. And if you pick up your phone, you look at your phone. I mean, your camera looks at you all the time to unlock it.
Right.
It could say, oh, they're alive and they don't call. You wouldn't have to do anything. It would be
Right.
automated.
That's the way it should be.
That would be pretty cool too.
So if you're listening, Steve Jobs,
Yeah.
but you're dead.
Tim Cook.
He's on his way out too.
Well, then who are we supposed to get the money from when they put this in the phones?
You know, Apple's losing a lot of executives.
Where are they going?
Meta.
Really?
Yes. Like the person in charge of AI went to Meta. The person in charge of design went to Meta. The person in charge of all the legal stuff, she retired. And somebody else
then
retired.
Went to Meta. I am retired. Yes, I'll take your money, Mark.
And meanwhile, Mark Zuckerberg, just this one last thing. He's firing everybody with the metaverse.
Oh yeah, well, no one likes the metaverse.
Have
don't
you ever been in
legs.
their metaverse?
No, I've just seen the videos.
I didn't like it that I didn't have any legs.
You went in,
Yes.
and what did you do when you were in the metaverse?
Bounced around.
And you didn't
Boing,
stay.
boing, boing,
That
boing,
wasn't
boing,
enough
boing.
to get you to come back.
And I went up to somebody, I said, hi.
Oh, good.
And they went, boing, boing, boing. I thought, this is the stupidest thing
No.
I've ever seen.
Invest all your money into that.
So poor Mark Zuckerberg, he's not going to, he once wanted to be president. Do you remember that? And then the whole Cambridge Analytica thing happened. And they were like, oh, well, maybe we should take you to Congress. Then he had to sit on the phone books to see over the table.
And now he's a jiu-jitsu master.
Yes.
So wait a minute. If everyone's leaving Apple for Meta, if you were to, in my brain, Meta's a nothing company. They are not the future.
Well, he's investing billions into AI data centers right now.
Okay.
In addition to that, you do have Facebook and you have Instagram.
But they'll be dead soon.
Yeah,
They all have a cycle.
Yeah.
They'll all be dead.
and then he's also doing the Meta glasses
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I stand corrected.
because we all want the Meta glasses.
Absolutely. Those Apple Visions took off. I'm sure the Meta glasses will be right behind.
I love those Apple Vision
No,
Pros.
you didn't.
I didn't even buy them. I didn't. You know what? I get so pissed. Every year I have to buy a brand new iPhone. I get ripped off.
And you didn't even go for that one.
I was like, I'm not. You know what? If it was like $1,500, I probably would have.
Sure.
Once it gets over 3,500, I'm like, no.
If you did get them, they'd be sitting in your closet, right? They'd be sitting right next to your jugs of wine.
Okay. Who's wearing their Apple Watch
I'm really impressed.
that you said?
Yeah, I said November 1st you would have it off, and you're way past that.
I am. You know why? Because I'm really getting into the metrics.
The health metrics?
Yes, the health metrics. Like, do you know what my average resting heart rate is?
Couldn't care less.
Do you know what yours is?
No.
Okay. You know, couldn't care less. Okay. What about your VO2 max?
Whatever number you also say, I'm not educated enough to know if that's good
What
or
about
bad.
your VO2 max?
My max?
VO2 max.
It's probably 7. That's my max. I don't know.
And your HRV, do you know what that is?
I used to drive one of those in the 90s, but it broke down.
You don't know what that is either. Okay.
What's your HO2 max?
VO2 max?
Yeah.
Well, when I first put on the watch, it was high. And now it's really high. And my resting heart rate is 49,
Okay.
which is so anyway. So I've been really
What do you do with all that information besides gloat in other people's faces?
no, not gloat. It's that I know that what I'm doing is working.
You mean working out and all that jazz? You needed your watch to tell you going to Pilates 17 times a week was good for you?
Yes.
Oh, well, I take it back. Great investment.
Matter of fact, I was in Pilates yesterday.
Yeah,
and
not surprised. That's every day. Every day
I don't
you
go to
say I was
Pilates
in.
I don't go I go 4 times a week.
Okay.
And then I try to do cardio at least 150 minutes, 200 minutes a week, which is a lot. That's a lot.
150 minutes a week?
Yes.
Okay.
But when I say cardio, I'm not talking going for a walk. I'm
Right.
talking about that's like
Treadmill, elliptical, stair stepper,
yes,
stuff like that.
So I was laying there, and Hannah, who Hannah, my Pilates instructor, she came over and she put her hand on my butt, And she said,
That's sexual harassment. You could sue her.
she said, this is a Pilates. She didn't say butt, but this is a Pilates butt.
There you go. It's
Yes.
working. You don't need your watch to tell you that. You got some stranger touching your ass.
I know she wants to come back on the show.
Yeah?
Talk about how you should get in shape for the new year and all that other stuff.
Let's do it. Let's have her on.
She's cute. She is so cute. All right, let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered while you're on hold for, say, 45 minutes, while your best friend gets a customer service rep in 2 minutes, or why that rental suddenly shows no longer available the second you try to book it? Well, here's the deal. While we all obsess over credit scores, a hidden digital profile is being built about you. It has a special name. It's called a shadow score. You see, every time you return a pair of shoes, you complain to customer service, or you browse for a flight, a secret algorithm is actually ranking you as either this really big VIP or a problem child. So joining us to talk about this today is Darius Belejevas. He is the CEO of Incogni. Now, let me tell you, this guy knows the inside and out of what these scores look like. And so let's get right into it. Darius, thank you so much for being here.
It's a pleasure.
So let's talk a little bit first about shadow scores. I mean, I just mentioned it briefly that like you have this special number that's associated with you. I mean, how do companies get all this information?
There's actually multiple ways, and it's very important to understand that just because we're talking to a company maybe for the first time, it doesn't mean that for them it's like the first time with us, because they are able to acquire this information from data brokers that will collect the information from all your activities, from all different organizations. And this is how they fuel the algorithm.
And so while you innocently think, you know, I'm going to buy a pair of jeans, which I do, in like 2 different sizes, to decide whether or not which pair that fits me better, because then rather than order again. So I kind of get like a ding that, oh, she returns a lot of stuff.
That's the case. And unfortunately, there have been situations where users are banned. Like they are informed that, yeah, now you cannot return for like 300 days because they qualify you as a bad customer just because you're, well, trying to be practical for yourself.
For sure. I mean, because you're just, you're not going to sit there and keep a pair of jeans that don't fit. You're just going to return it. Now, I also read that you and I could be looking at the same Airbnb or Vrbo or something like that. And for me, it shows, oh yeah, come on in, Kim. This property is totally available. But to you, they'll say, no, I mean, because, you know, we know like he's a partier. No, I'm just kidding. But maybe it's not you, it's somebody else. So where that property is just suddenly not available.
It is, and there's more layers to that, because they can look at your financial history. They can even look at your employment history to decide that you're like a good client, a big purchaser. So for you, they can show the premium, the locations. On the other hand, if you are unfortunately categorized as well a problem child,
Right.
then it could be the case that you won't even see the best options.
So when we start talking about data brokers in particular, I mean, we all know that you can go to a people search site and find out certain information, you know, like your maybe your name, your address, and then you can cross-reference that, get somebody's address, which I will confess to you, Darius, that I Zillow people. I do. I mean, like before I am about ready to do a deal with somebody, or even if I hire somebody, I'll look at their address and I'll see like, oh, you know, are they really who they're representing? So anyway, so you can get all this information about somebody just by a simple search. And you know the names of the websites, and I do too, and I don't want to give them any publicity, because you can get a whole dossier about someone, you know. And I guess we are giving up that information ourselves to a certain extent when we sign up for apps and we let people track us. And so it's really because whoever reads those terms and conditions, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just in this connected digital age, everything we do, whether that's apps, shopping, loyalty programs, we think that, hey, we're getting a 5% discount, but we're actually paying with our data. And
that's
then
true.
It can come back to us then through the shadow profiles, actually we might end up paying more in the long term.
It's funny. I was talking to my son about this for some reason yesterday, because I don't know. It's funny how when you see your kids, all of a sudden, like light bulbs go on, and he's like, Mom, I mean, why would people think that Facebook just gives you all this for free? And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, they're collecting all this data and they're selling it to who knows who. And I mean, but if you ever said, pay $10 a month for Facebook, everybody would be like, oh no, we don't want to pay for Facebook. But yet we're going to give away all of our data for free. And you mentioned just casually, like, our financial history, our employment history. I mean, is there a certain number of data points about any particular person? Is there an actual number, or is it infinite because every single day you add more data points?
I think it's a combination of both. So, for example, some of the biggest data brokers in the market, even in their marketing material, they boast, we have 1,500 data points per user, and we cover 86% of all internet users worldwide. Wow. Some other one will come in and say, no, we have 5,000 data points. But that's just the sort of spot check reality. So after let's say, even if we choose to go to them and say, hey, remove what you have about me. I don't want to feed the shadow algorithms. We will still continue to use the internet. We will continue to use the phones, the apps, and stuff like that. So it will get repopulated over time as well. So this is like brushing your teeth or taking a shower. This is something that needs to be done regularly.
Yeah, and I think that's the fallacy, is that I can do this myself. Because let me tell you, this, I've told you the story. I mean, I tried to do this myself. I was like, because again, but going back to my son, he asked me, he was in LA, and he said, where did you live on Lynbrook? And I'm like, Ian, I was 19 years old. I lived on Lynbrook. I don't remember the house number. And then he's like, it was 1,200 or whatever it was. And I'm like, where'd you find that? And he goes, I just found that online. And I'm like, what do you mean you found that online? And then he sent me a screenshot, and it was me and my husband and my mom and him and where we lived, are all of our cell phone numbers, and a landline. And I know you're sitting there like, who has a landline anymore? But if you have an elevator in your house, I know first world problem is that you need to have a landline for the state of Arizona, just so you have that. So that's when I went out and I tried to figure out, how can I get this information off the internet? And we were going really good. I mean, we had we called it Opt Out Tuesday. I mean, millions of people just, using this, every Tuesday going in. And for all these different people search sites, until suddenly somebody at the top got wind and then changed all the opt-out instructions for all this. And then even after 6 months, I really didn't make a dent. I didn't feel like I really was doing anything, because it was like whack-a-mole. Yeah. You get out of this site and then you get into another site, and then you're like, well, where did they get that information? And sometimes the information's wrong. And then I really started digging deep into data brokers. And boy, you picked a shady industry to fix, man. Let me tell you. I mean, how many of these outfits are out there?
I mean, it's a fight worth fighting. That's what we believe from the start. And we're talking about hundreds or thousands, depending on which categories we would look at. If we're talking about the ones that have identifiable personal information, so they might actually know your home address, your phone. So we're talking the hundreds. If we would broaden it to include someone who might not know your name, but they have you as some ID, and they know you as big shopper, or likes traveling a lot and stuff like that, then it could be in the thousands.
It's just, and it just never stops, because our data is worth so much money.
Yeah, especially with AI. This is what's feeding the algorithms. And
I'll talk about that. What do you mean, with AI?
Right now, there's two components to building all the fancy models and stuff like that. So you need the computing and you need the data. The internet has been scraped over and over by every big company. So the next stage is that you need more data to train. So
Right.
you go to the data brokers, and this is where you add, for the organizations, they add another layer how they train the models. So the way to protect yourself in this regard is, again, just don't be on those data sets being sold.
Yeah. I mean, they can't train on you if they don't know about you, right?
Exactly.
I mean, the same thing you can say, like, they can't scam you if they don't know about you.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's one of the things that I found. And in all full disclosure, Incogni, they're a sponsor of the show. You have been for a long time, but I found you. Okay, so you didn't find me. I was like, I signed up. I was like, this is a great service. But one of the things that I really like is that I don't get those spammy phone calls, spammy texts. And God knows, Apple and Samsung and Android, I mean, and Google, they all try to stop the spam phone calls, but they still sneak through, And then you have that option that says you can go nuclear and say only anybody in my contact list can get through. Well, that doesn't help because, invariably you're going to have somebody who you want to talk to, okay, who's not on your contact list. And so, but I have found that when I've gotten out of these data brokers, and I think right now you've made, I don't know, 2,700 odd requests, something like that for me, that I don't get phone calls, I don't get texts, spammy texts. I don't get BS in my mail anymore. I even noticed maybe even some spammy emails. You're never going to stop the spam email. I mean, I think that's just not. It's like the Canned Spam Act. We were talking about government regulations. It's like the Do Not Call registry. Oh yeah, that works. Okay. The Canned Spam Act. Oh yeah, that's going to work. Because spammers are really going to pay attention to the law. Just saying. But once you take that person off the list who signs up for Incogni, that you make sure that they remain off the list. And so how do you do that? I mean, it's a data suppression list, right?
Yes. So it is a combination of two elements. So with a lot of the data brokers, when they remove your information, they will add you to the suppression list. So this is when the next batch of information comes in, so they cannot re-add you. With the ones that don't have it, we just keep on doing. We just want to make sure to keep that personal information clean and.
So that this way you remain clear. I mean,
Exactly.
you're not still getting spam because these are shady companies and they're going to continue to make big money. We're talking billions of dollars by selling personal data. I think the thing that always surprises people that is how they can be affected in their insurance from the data brokers. Can you speak to that just a little bit?
Absolutely.
Because I know that people are always curious, like, well, how come my rate increased or how come I was rejected or whatever it may be?
So there's two elements to this. So when we're talking about insurance, so we have the health part and we have the driving.
Right, the car insurance, yeah.
Yeah, so I think a lot of people don't fully grasp just how much our modern cars track us. And again, we don't really read the terms of service, but if we did, we would see that that information, for example, how we drive, how we speed, how we brake, that often is not just tracked, but then being sold and then taken by the same insurance companies, and they will come in and say, well, for us, you look risky. And maybe you haven't even had an interaction with them. You haven't had any accidents, but because of what the car sends about you.
And it's all, car's just a roving computer now. I mean,
Exactly. So that part, it can be very dramatically, it can very dramatically affect if you get an offer from insurance company and what it's going to be. And similarly with health, all our visits, everything we do, these days is digitized and tracked, and that history again is goes with us unless we actually proactively go and clean it up after ourselves.
Right.
Yeah, because otherwise, and it's not the person that's looking at the data. It's a computer code, an algorithm.
It's the AI. Just making a decision.
Yeah, who's that? It's making a decision based on some signals that's. Probably very few, if any, people even in those companies understand those signals, and you can get denied. And nobody even know like why.
Yeah, and the data brokers are tracking all this stuff too. And so it's and it's a convenience thing. Because I'll tell you something, Darius. I went hiking over the weekend, and I got halfway up the mountain, and I sat there, and I said, I don't think I locked my door. I don't think I locked my car door. Now, okay, so the decision is: do I go back down, or do I take a chance where there's signs that say, "Do not leave your cars unlocked because this is a hiking area." So, and then I pulled up my phone and I pulled up the app on the car and I locked the door. And I thought to myself, okay, this is so convenient, but this app, the car, is tracking everything about me.
Yes.
Where I am, how long I'm staying there, hard braking, taking corners, whatever. It's a Porsche, so yeah, I'm going to go a little faster in it. And then where is that data being sold? And so the whole idea, though, is that if you can get yourself out of the data brokers, you take back some of that control back, and so that you don't get penalized for maybe braking a little hard because there was a ball coming across the street,
Exactly.
or whatever it may be, or maybe if you're you take a DNA test to see if you have a propensity for cancer or something like that. And then that becomes part of that whole dossier about you that gets sold. And see, and that's where Incogni goes, where I think the messaging is more than just the people search sites. It's the shadow profiles. It's all these individual facts and figures about us that are living in these databases and being bought and sold and bought and sold and bought and sold, so that now the AI algorithms, what would take a human a long time to discern, now AI can do it like that, and it gets more insidious.
That part is very scary, very, very frightening, is that when we're talking about like scams in the age of AI, it's so cheap and so easy to create very sophisticated scams. And like in our organization, we're like very tech, like sophisticated,
Right.
like we
Yes.
we understand the technology, and it's still like it's easy to get fooled. Images generated, voice generated, but then I think about, for example, my parents,
Right.
and how to protect them. And I feel like the only way for them to not get scammed is not to get the call in the first place.
Right. Yeah. Yes. I mean, that's a really good point, because with AI, the scammers, the days of the that's long gone. I mean, forget about those princes. I mean, now we're talking about, I don't know if you heard about how they're really creating like simulations that that you'll be contacted on, say, WhatsApp or Telegram or something like that, and say that, we've selected you to participate in this investment opportunity. And so you get the free invite, you get into this investment club, and they're talking about the latest stocks and gold and silver and all this other stuff, and crypto, of course. And there are other people in this group that are talking about how great it is. Okay, all those are AI bots.
Yeah.
And so you're in this realm, and you think you're talking to real people, and real people are corresponding with you about how wonderful this opportunity is and how much money that they've made. And it's all just a big simulation until they build your trust, and then you give them $100,000, $200,000. Man, I've had people on the show admit to giving $700,000 in a crypto scheme. I had a woman call me because her brother was being sucked in, and she didn't know what to tell him because he won't listen. I mean, but you bring up a really valid point, especially for older adults who may not be so savvy, who may be lonely, really, and maybe looking for something to do, where they get this DM, the phone call, text, whatever it is, to say, we have selected you for whatever it is, fill in the blank, or it's their bank. And, if they're not in the database, it's not like the data brokers say, excuse me, who are you? Right? And how are you going to be using this information? No, it's all done. It's all automated online. You pick and choose what you want to buy.
Yeah.
And kind of like what you pick and want to choose what you want to buy on Amazon. Only now you're buying data. So that's a really, really good point. And so, so with Incogni, thank you for being here. Thanks for cleaning up my life. I really appreciate this. And for everybody who, if you are you're watching, you're listening, if you haven't tried Incogni, let me tell you, is that you need to go to privacykim.com. You're going to get 60% off. That's privacykim.com. And I'm going to say something here that I want you to remember is that if you sign up for Incogni, if you go to privacykim.com, you get that 60% off. And for whatever the reason you decide that you say, you know what, I don't like Incogni, is that I want you to reach out to me personally. I want you to reach out to me personally. Don't call Incogni. Don't use their chat. I want you to reach out to me personally, and I will see to it that you get that refund. And they're going to give you the refund anyway, but I want to know what you didn't like about it because I think it's fabulous. You want to go to privacykim.com. Once again, that's privacykim.com to get that 60% off. Darius, thank you so much for being here. And boy, so how long is the flight to Phoenix?
It's more than 10 hours.
Because you flew over from Lithuania?
Yes. So it's quite a bit, but definitely worth it.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thank you.
And also thank you for bringing Incogni to all of us here in the United States, because let me tell you, it really is a fabulous service, and I'm so proud to be associated with it. I am.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. Be sure that you sign up for the current. We're going to be starting some new cash giveaways. So you want to sign up right now over at getkim.com. Once again, that's getkim.com. Oh, and drop a nice review wherever you get your podcast, because that helps the algorithms find more people to find us and whatever else that means. You know what I mean.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. It's all great stuff. Anyway, thanks for being here. See you next time.